This has been a production of the Ministry of Social Services, Information and Broadcasting, the heartbeat of the nation, where we move our clients from dependency to self-sufficiency to economic empowerment.
You always see man, the one and only, and I want y'all to tune into Entertainment Fridays on Access Now every Friday at 7:30 p.m. Who knows? Your favorite Bahamian artist might end up showing their face. But you gotta watch to find out.
Influenza, or the flu as it is commonly called, is a viral illness that usually occurs between the months October to March. The virus is transmitted from person to person through coughing, sneezing, or talking. Symptoms include fever, cough, headache, runny nose, generalized body aches, and fatigue. There is no specific treatment for the flu, and the symptoms usually dissipate after 3 to 7 days. Because it is caused by a virus, antibiotics are not used to treat the flu. Persons are encouraged to rest and drink lots of fluids. Panadol is recommended for fever and body aches associated with the flu. However, aspirin should be avoided due to the risk of bleeding. To decrease the spread of flu, persons are encouraged to get their flu shot annually and practice good cough hygiene. Additional information can be provided by your community clinic or the Health Education Division at the Ministry of Health. This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Health in partnership with the Public Hospitals Authority.
At Bahama Boulevard, I'm Sean Innes. This is ZNS.
It's What's Trending with Jiminita Swain and the Bahama Beauty at the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas from Studio A. It all starts right now.
They say time flies when you're having fun, and this week has been a blast. So we're wrapping things up the only way we know how, on a high note. It's Thursday, April 31st, and this is What's Trending. I'm Jiminita Swain, and trust me, you'll want to stay with us. They're beautiful, but they're also your first line of defense. Do you know how coral reefs help protect your home and livelihood? On the heels of International Mother Earth Day, we're breaking it down with a Bahamian marine expert. Also, jazz, rhythm, and maybe a few wrong steps. Coming up, I'm getting a crash course in jazz for International Jazz Day. And in economics, what if sending money overseas became faster and cheaper? A new global company says it's possible. We'll explain next. All that and so much more on What's Trending. We get into it after the break.
Tired of looking at the same old kitchen? Step 1. Our talented recommended designer Mark crafts a custom design just for you. Step 2. Once your design is ready, CBS Bahamas makes ordering effortless. Your dream kitchen is within reach. Step 3. Our recommended installers bring your vision to life, ensuring every detail is perfectly in place. Sit back and relax as your dream space becomes a reality. Visit cbsbahamas.com and start bringing your home improvement dreams to life today.
When bold flavor meets crispy perfection, something deliciously unexpected happens. Say hello to Wendy's new Italian chicken sandwich. Juicy chicken topped with Italian seasoned tomatoes, melty mozzarella, and a zesty mayo spread that'll have you saying, Bellissimo! It's the chicken you crave with a zesty twist you didn't see coming. Always imitated, never duplicated. Gotta be Wendy's.
Welcome back. Protecting the planet is everyone's business. As we marked International Mother Earth Day yesterday, the message was clear. Protecting our environment is more important than ever. This year's theme, Our Earth, Our Power highlights the role we all play in safeguarding the future. Here in the Bahamas, that responsibility hits especially close to home. From coral reefs to mangroves and seagrass beds, our ecosystems are not only beautiful, they're critical to our economy, our protection from storms, and our way of life. Joining us now is Bahamian marine ecologist Alana Vellacott, who has spent years working in coral restoration, marine conservation, and environmental education across the region. Welcome to What's Trending, Alana.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. This is amazing. I'm, of course, really in love with this theme.
Awesome. It's so great to have you here with us today. So let's start here. What does International Mother Earth Day mean to you, especially as a Bahamian marine scientist?
What this day means to me is that I get to really share my love for the ocean and for our planet with others.
So just for persons who are uncertain, educate us on what actually is a coral reef in terms of the ecosystem, and then link it to coral bleaching and why that's such a major concern.
Perfect. I love this topic. Okay, so corals are actually animals, believe it or not. They are a colonial organism, meaning that there's many of these tiny little squishy jelly-like invertebrates that make up a structure. Corals are related to sea anemones and jellyfish, except that they have that hard exoskeleton. Soft corals are like sea fans. Hard corals are that stony structure that you see whenever it is you go swimming or see a snorkeling video. So corals have a symbiosis with a microscopic algae called zooxanthellae, and it lives within the tissues of the coral polyp. Think of it as a nifty roommate. The zooxanthellae is a plant, and that plant makes oxygen and energy from the sun for the coral and gives it its energy. It also gives the corals its pretty colors. So when we talk about coral bleaching, yes, pouring bleach over the reef is a disgusting fishing practice that should not happen, but coral bleaching is when it's way too warm and the coral ejects that zooxanthellae, that powerhouse that it was using, and it leaves the coral white because there goes its color, but most importantly, there goes its oxygen and there goes its energy, leaving that coral starved of those things and potentially could die.
So you've spoken about the importance of connected ecosystems. Can you explain how coral reefs, mangroves, and seagrass beds work together?
Our coastal ecosystems are the main driver of our economy in the Bahamas because, like I mentioned, 2 of our top 3 industries rely on these beautiful, pristine ecosystems to remain pristine, and they are all connected. If you think about a cross-section of our coastline in the Bahamas, it goes mangroves, seagrass, and coral reefs, and they all work together to keep our oceans clean and full of fish for us to eat, as well as view and people to visit.
So there's often a feeling that these problems are too big. What is something that Bahamians can do right now to combat some of these problems that we are seeing, practical solutions that they can apply?
Absolutely. So the bigger picture here would be protecting reefs from a policy standpoint before we think about the individual. A lot of companies and organizations will sort of place the blame on individuals when really it's policies for protection that are ultimately going to help these ecosystems. For example, we just had COP4 in the Bahamas, which was the 4th meeting of the Conference of Parties, and it was actually held in Nassau, the Bahamas, which is huge. And here we were discussing the Escazú Agreement, and essentially boiling it all the way down, it focuses on access to information, public participation, and justice in environmental matters, as well as protecting environmental offenders. So what this ultimately means is protecting our ecosystems in a way that will continue to serve us so that we can keep serving ourselves or helping ourselves. There are lots of developments that happen. I am not against development, and neither is a lot of these organizations. But what really needs to happen is that these developments are sustainable, that they include the community, and that they include community knowledge.
And we know that as everyday Bahamians, we love going to the beach, we love boating. What can the average Bahamian do right now, that individual, to help protect our environments? As you spoke to the policy aspect, what can I as an average Bahamian do to protect what we have in terms of our natural marine resources?
So you, as an average Bahamian, can use your voice if you prioritize the environment, if you go fishing, if you have a family member who is a fisherman, if you have family members in the Family Islands who heavily rely on these ecosystems, use your voice and vote. Speak up for the environment. That's my main platform. That is the biggest thing that you have, and so it's the biggest thing that you can use to make a difference. But if you'd like to take an active approach as well, whenever you go to the beach, take only pictures, leave only footprints. If you took your Kentucky, if you took your child, if you took toys or other enjoyments to the beach, bring them back with you. Don't leave trash on the beach. And then take it a step further and try to pick up 3 pieces of trash before you leave the beach.
Definitely some good advice there. Thanks to you, Alana Velicott, for joining us and reminding us that the power to protect our planet starts with each of us. So thank you again, Alana.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
On the other side of the break, I think it might be time for my tap shoes. Stay with us.
Like, what you grabbing all these pizzas, boy?
Wait, Marcos, wait. We have a special on all the large one-topping pizzas, wait.
Pineapple.
All.
Barbecue.
All. Hey, VAT included, but
I need the $10 special plate. How many would you like? 20 in it. Thank you so much, man. $10, that's it? The Marcos got that deal, but...
Behind every strong economy is a bold entrepreneur, and we're here to support them, island by island. Only Lutheran, we've helped 122 entrepreneurs turn their dreams into thriving businesses. Through over $3 million in approved funding, the SPDC is strengthening Eleuthero's economy by investing in its leading sectors: tourism, food and beverage, and agriculture. No matter the island, every business we support strengthens the economy, starting with yours. SPDC, Bahamas.
First safety rule I remember is to never swim alone. Second rule, tell someone where you're going and what time you're expected to be back. Safety rule number 3, whenever you're on a boat or canoe, always carry a life jacket, when you're a weak swimmer or a strong swimmer. Safety rule number 4, don't dive into unknown waters. Safety rule number 5, parents, don't be on your cell phone when you're at the beach, pool, and with your child.
Today, April 30th, marks International Jazz Day, a global celebration of one of the world's most influential musical art forms, jazz. Established by UNESCO, the day highlights jazz not just as music, but as a powerful tool for cultural expression, creativity, and even across borders. From swing to bebop, smooth to fusion, jazz has evolved into many styles. But at its heart, it's all about improvisation, rhythm, and feel. And this evening, I'm about to find out just how challenging and fun it could be. So I'm joined by Tiara Johnson, who's here to teach me a thing or two about jazz. Welcome to What's Trending, Tiara.
Thank you for the invitation.
It's great to have you here with us. So for many of our viewers who may not know, what exactly is jazz and what makes it different from other musical forms?
So jazz for me it involves more feeling, it involves more emotions, it's very high energy, and that's why it's so closely related to tap because of the rhythm that it involves. Jazz actually originated from Africa, so it has a lot of African roots, and then when you bring it over to the Caribbean with all the rhythm that we have, it just is very high energy, and I love it.
So jazz has many styles, as you mentioned. Can you break down a few of the many styles that we have?
So we have Broadway jazz, which is more theatrical. We have lyrical jazz, which involves a lot more emotions. We have street jazz, which you see in a lot of music videos. And then you have Fousey jazz, which involves a lot more technique and personality.
So it sounds like a lot goes into what we see and feel with jazz. So what do you enjoy most about jazz and dance in general? Because you are a dance instructor.
I am a dance instructor. I enjoy being able to let my emotions show in my dance. Dance and jazz just allows you to express how you feel through your body, whether you're sad, whether you are happy. You just are able to connect with the music and just let everything go. Dance has always been my safe space and the place where I could feel most at home.
So be honest now, how difficult or easy is it for someone like me to learn jazz as someone who has no experience?
So it can be challenging, but it's doable. I tell my kids all the time, consistency and confidence is the key. Yes.
So can you show me a simple rhythm or step that captures the movement? I have on my top shoes, so give me something to work with.
So first of all, when we're dealing with tap, you have to deal with the parts of the feet. So there are 4 parts of the feet: your toes, your ball, your arch, and your heel. Okay? When we're doing tap, it involves a lot of toe, heel movements. Yes. So we're gonna start.
This sounds very complicated.
No, but we're gonna start. This is where we start with our babies. Okay.
I love it. Let's go with that.
So
Baby
you just
steps.
go toe, heel. Yeah. So when you do it, try to keep the heel of your foot down. So sometimes you may need to lift your foot for balance purposes, but in order for you to be able to transition to that foot, you have to keep it down. So toe, heel.
Toe, heel.
Yes. Next foot, toe, heel.
Heel.
Okay, toe, heel, toe, heel.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's the baby steps.
That's the baby step.
All right.
Okay, so let's move on to a little more challenging step. So you're gonna go brush, brush, step.
Brush.
So it involves a lot of balance.
Step. Yes,
yes, a lot of balance.
I feel like I was kind of lean on you and be like, brush, brush.
Yes, yes. So let's try that on the other foot.
Okay. So
brush, brush, step. Don't worry, trust me, a lot of kids, we have them start by holding the wall just a little bit to catch their balance.
I was very reluctant to hold your shoulder because I'm like, okay, brush, brush, step.
Good. So let's try both feet. One right after the other.
Okay, so I still can hold on your shoulder.
So we're going to go right and then left. All right, let's go. Ready?
Yeah.
Brush, brush, step. Brush, brush, step. Yeah.
That's why you need the wall. So what should I be focusing on, or a student should be focusing on when they are learning and embracing the steps? Is it the feeling or just trying to keep up with you and these movements?
So I think the first thing that you should work on is timing. Okay. Because it's a lot of rhythm, but you have to be able to keep up with the timing. And then once the timing comes, once the music is on, the feeling just comes.
Okay. So any other steps you want to share with us today?
So let's go heel.
Heel.
Brush.
Brush.
Toe.
Okay. Oh, but the toe going back. All right. So I can hold your shoulder again because I ain't get to walk.
Heel.
So, heel.
Brush.
Brush.
Toe. Good.
Okay.
So heel.
Heel.
Brush.
Brush.
Toe. Are we going to add one more step? And you're going to step on your left foot. Step.
Oh. Okay. So it's the same movement with a step.
Yes.
Okay.
So heel.
Heel.
Brush.
Brush.
Toe. Step. Good.
We getting some there. So beyond the performance, why is jazz so important, especially today?
I think that jazz is important because, like I said, it's very high energy, but not only is it performance, it is allowing your body to express itself through movement and showing people. Dance is an art form where you can show people what you're feeling without even speaking. And so at the Creative Space, we help people to, and our students to understand that, you know, yes, you're performing. Yes, you must know the moves, but you have to feel something when you're doing it.
Gotta be some feeling in there. I like that. I like that. So finally, if someone is watching and wants to get into jazz or tap or any kind of music, what's the way that they can get in contact with you?
So we are available at the Creative Space. We start at the age of 3 straight to adults. We even have a seniors class that meets in the daytime on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So all you have to do is contact me at the Creative Space on all social media platforms, and we can hook you up.
Well, obviously, I think I can need a little bit more practice.
No problem. Come and visit us at the Creative Space.
Definitely a whole lot of fun working with you today.
You.
And hopefully somebody decides to put on their tap shoes and their jazz music and have a whole lot of fun as we celebrate International Jazz Day. But thank you again, Tiara, for joining us on What's Trending.
Thank you for the invitation.
There is more What's Trending after the break. Make sure to stay with us.
If you would like to be a part of What's Trending, DM us on Instagram at What's Trending on ZNS.
Heaven, I'm in heaven, and my heart beats so that I can hardly speak. Out together, dancing cheek to cheek.
I'm Jordan, by the way. Tom.
Oh, isn't that nice? Wait, you missed it? Ah, you haven't been on the website. Here's how TDC can help you. Whether you're turning your home into a vacation rental, pitching a business idea, or growing what you've already started, the TDC is here to help. Visit tdcbahamas.com for every conversation, event, grant, and opportunity happening near you. Tourism is all of our business, and the TDC is here to support yours.
Never swim alone. Don't go deep into the pool. Don't run around the pool because you might slip and get hurt. If someone else falls into the water, don't go in and get them by yourself. Call for help. Parents, sign up your children for Let's Swim Bahamas.
Thanks for staying with us. Advanced polling for the general election got underway across the Bahamas today, and thousands turned out both at home and overseas to cast their ballots early. From New Providence to Grand Bahama and across more than a dozen overseas locations, voters showed up, some facing long lines and delays as the day unfolded. In a few instances, tensions flared, but overall turnout remained steady, highlighting just how important this election is shaping up to be. The advanced poll gives eligible voters, including those traveling, studying, or living abroad, the chance to have their say ahead of the main vote. But while today marks a key moment in the process, the real picture won't be clear until all ballots are counted on Election Day, May 12th. And now, your look at what's trending in business news in economics.
Economics, presented by Sand Dollar, the digital Bahamian dollar. A small fintech startup is making big global moves in how money travels across borders. And it could soon have real implications for how we send and receive money right here at home. We take a look in this week's Economics. It's called OpenFX, a fintech startup that's only been around since 2024, but is already expanding rapidly across international markets. So what exactly do they do? OpenFX focuses on cross-border payments. That's the system used when money moves from one country to another. Think sending funds to family overseas, paying for goods internationally, or small businesses handling foreign transactions. Traditionally, that process can be slow and expensive. Banks and transfer services often charge high fees, and transactions can take days to clear. But OpenFX is trying to change that. The company uses newer financial technology, including digital systems that move money faster and at lower cost, in some cases, almost instantly. And investors are paying attention. The company has already raised significant funding and is now pushing to expand its reach globally. So why does that matter to us here in the Bahamas and the wider Caribbean? Because for many people in this region, international money transfers are a part of everyday life. Whether it's sending money to relatives abroad, receiving support from family, or running a business that depends on imports, cross-border payments are essential. If companies like OpenFX succeed, it could mean faster transfers, lower fees, and more accessible financial services across the region. It could also open a door for more digital and tech-driven financial solutions in Caribbean markets, something younger entrepreneurs are already watching closely. Of course, as with any new financial technology, there are still questions around regulation, security, and how quickly systems like this can be adopted worldwide. But one thing is clear, this is a space that's evolving quickly. And sometimes the biggest changes in global business don't start with the biggest companies, but with smaller ones moving fast and thinking differently. For viewers here at home, it's a reminder that what's happening in global finance can, and often does, hit close to home. And in this case, it could eventually make something we all deal with, sending and receiving money, a whole lot easier. And that's been your Economics.
I'm in heaven, and my heart beats so that I can hardly speak. Out together, dancing cheek to cheek.
I'm Jordan, by the way. Tom.
When all dogs are hungry, you have to feed them to make sure they stay healthy. You have to feed them every day.
Thanks for tuning in this week. Remember, life's better when it's trending. Stay connected with us on Instagram at What's Trending on ZNS. We'll see you right back here on Monday at 6 p.m. Until then, have an amazing weekend. Stay safe, stay inspired, and keep it trending.
The thought of colon cancer never really crossed my mind until 2019, when a very good friend of mine was diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer. I was shocked. Everybody was shocked because he was a picture of perfect health. He was young, athletic, successful, and full of life. Many of us are still in disbelief. I started to question my own health because if it happened to him, surely it could happen to me. Then came the fear, the anxiety, and everything else in between. Facing your own mortality is very sobering. But for me, I decided right then to have a colonoscopy. And I'm glad I did.
Colon cancer is the third most common cancer diagnosed in Bahamian men and women. Fortunately, almost all colon cancers are preventable. A colonoscopy or some other appropriate form of colon cancer screening is recommended for everyone over the age of 45. During a colonoscopy, we can detect and remove colon polyps that may grow and later become colon cancers. Don't wait until you develop symptoms, such as blood in your stool, abdominal pain, a significant change in your bowel habits, or unintentional weight loss. These may all be indications of a severe problem that requires immediate attention. If you're over the age of 45 or have any of those symptoms, talk to your doctor about the benefits of colon cancer screening today.
This public service announcement has been brought to you by the Bahamas National Trust in conjunction with the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas.
For 60 years, we have been here,
the voice of the environment. Here, speaking up and for your national parks. All across the islands of this nation. The places God visits for vacation. Spanning over 2.5 million acres of land and sea. How delighted then he must be to see a sea of pink. As flamingos mingle and haven like jingles play where queen cocks still sleep. And if you listen, you can hear it. The words of gossiping parrots awaiting the diction of the day. All 365 of them, that's every day and every year. 15,000 children share in the beauty of this playground. Our name is yours. And we have been yours for years unnoticed. Don't forget us. Support us. Your national parks. The defenders of your environment. Join us. Remember, our cause is yours. The first land and sea park in the world is yours. Heritage. Here it is. When was the last time you gasped at our scenery, gotten lost in the depth of our reefs, or even awed at the green of the leaves of our trees? Don't hesitate to donate and volunteer. Don't hesitate to care. We are here for you. The Bahamas National Trust, BNT. 3 letters that spell out simply, perfectly, and undoubtedly that we are yours.
After 66 steps, I'm Matea Cunningham. This is ZNS.
This is the Bahamas Tonight. The Northern Edition has a look at stories making news tonight. Advanced polls open, drawing hundreds to polling stations across Grand Bahama. Long wait times spark frustration as tensions flare at some sites.
When you talk to me, you talk to me with respect.
And the scorching heat and extended lines take a toll on voters. Tonight we have team coverage.
The Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition starts now.
Advanced poll day is underway across the country with scores of voters turning out early in both Grand Bahama and at the nation's capital ahead of the May 12 general election. Good evening all, I'm Ramiko Knowles. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. We begin our team coverage in Pine Ridge, where Minister for Grand Bahama and PLP incumbent Ginger Moxie is hopeful for a second term. But she is a part of the only 4-way race on Grand Bahama. Challenging her, our political newcomer, Dr. Charlene Reed for the Free National Movement, former Member of Parliament Frederick McAlpine, and Coalition of Independent candidate Daniel Mitchell. Our Shalia Roll is live on the ground with the latest from Pine Ridge. Shalia.
Ramiko, as you can see, things are not different here at the Foster B. Pastina Center well after the 6 p.m. hour, as voters are still standing in line ready to cast their ballots. Supporters are still cheering for their respective parties, some who have been here from the 7 a.m. hour. And you can still hear the horns blaring outside of the gates as supporters are sitting under tents waiting for lines to subside. Earlier today, I had the opportunity to speak with candidates, and here is why they believed today was a success.
We have done a lot. I think that there is more work to be done.
I feel very, very good and very optimistic about this election.
I'm very happy. This is really exciting. I see that Grand Bahama is set for change because they want real progress.
Feel fired up knowing that the Bahamian people
will make that choice whether they rather stay in Egypt or go to a promised land where they benefit from this country.
The process inside moved smoothly for most of the day, but outside the political atmosphere was hard to miss. Supporters gathered under tents just beyond the gates, waving, cheering, and rallying behind their parties. Passing drivers added to the excitement, honking horns in solidarity as they drove by. Also on the ground, a brief verbal altercation broke out between supporters of the Coalition of Independence and the Progressive Liberal Party. The exchange drew attention but was quickly contained with no disruption to the polling process. Meantime, a voter leaving in an ambulance seeking medical attention while standing in line. Throughout the day, party colors painted a vivid picture. Some voters and candidates dressed head to toe in paraphernalia, proudly representing their side. But just as noticeable were those who chose not to wear any colors at all. That sparked a wider conversation on the ground, many echoing the sentiments, shirts don't vote, people do. Some candidates reinforcing that message, saying voters should feel free to participate without fear of victimization, regardless of what they wear.
I have a huge amount of supporters, and they wanted to show off in their shirts. I have a lot also that are not wearing the shirts. And so, yes, they are the voters, and they will vote, the ones that are wearing the shirts. So I'm excited.
And I feel a lot of Bahamians don't want to be victimized, so they're wearing plain clothes. So that's a good sign for me. That lets me know that they want real progress and real change.
Very particular about showing who they're voting for, particularly at this time because they fear being victimized by any government.
Supporters also joined in passionately explaining why they're backing their candidates.
Well, actually, I feel it was time for me to make a change. I voted for him last election. It was a big help.
It was simply because what the member of parliament and the minister has done in my life.
If the F&M is the alternative in terms of presenting a good governance to the country.
We just want everything to run smooth. We want everything to go the way it should go by law. And other than that, I think the process is moving very smooth at this time.
Romiko, what we are seeing now is voters that came here before the 6 p.m. hour, making them eligible to still vote in the advance polls. Now, all eyes are on Election Day and which candidate will emerge victorious. Coming to you live from the Foster B. Pastina Center for the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Shalia Rule.
Thanks so much, Ilya. Well, from early morning lines to a late day surge, voters in Marco City turned out in full force as advance polling comes to a close tonight. In one of the most closely watched races this election season, it is the area where the leader of the opposition, Michael Pintard, has represented over the past 2 election cycles. Our Jolanda Thompson-Everest was on the ground at the Belinda Wilson Center and joins us live with a look at how it all unfolded today.
Good evening, Romiko. After hours of being on the ground here at the Belinda Wilson Center, one thing is clear. Voter turnout for Marco City is steady and the political energy is unmistakable. After 7 this morning, we witnessed a consistent energy from voters who turned out, came in here casting their ballots, setting a tone for what is going to be a closely watched race. Now, this
appears to be going smooth on the inside. Obviously, for seniors, I'm always sensitive if the line appears to be moving slow because it's difficult in the heat for seniors to enjoy. And again, Grand Bahama has generally been better in terms of efficiency than we've seen in Nassau, which is often a lot more chaotic. From what I've heard, there hasn't been any significant drama at this site.
It's moving along nice. I thought it might have been a little slowish, but then I realized it wasn't that it's being slow. It's just that that's how many people we actually have here, you know, and it's moving along as best as they can. I've been inside. I've walked through. Everything is just clockwork. It's all nice and quiet, thank you, God. And I'm praying that we keep it this way. There's no need for any yelling and screaming or anything above that. We're happy. We're a very, very, very good set of people in Marco City.
PLP! PLP!
As the day progressed, the atmosphere intensified with energy surging across the grounds. Tents lined the outside of the Belinda Wilson Center, where Progressive Liberal Party, Free National Movement, and COI supporters rallied, cheering and encouraging voters and building excitement ahead of Election Day. At the same time, turnout climbed steadily with a growing wave of residents heading to the polls, including first-time voters making their debut alongside seasoned participants, even as some were forced to step away earlier due to long lines.
But this was awesome. I feel great. I thank God that I was able to get up this morning and actually come out and vote.
I think everything is going very smoothly, as expected.
So far, I haven't seen any hiccups. I've assisted persons out here with wheelchair who needed to get inside.
This is my first time voting in the advance poll, and I just wanted to see the process. So far, the process is smooth and it's a smooth transition.
As temperatures soared, the scene at the polling site underscored the determination of senior citizens, some clutching umbrellas for shade, others navigating the grounds in wheelchairs.
They tried to ask me to stay, get a chance to stay, but I said, no, I'm going to go. I have something to do anyway, so I'm going to go home and come back later, but definitely I'm going to move.
I would like to see the next 5 years, we vote online, especially for the elder people. I didn't like how the elder people out there, coming out there and wheelchair and things, it don't look nice.
Well, Romiko, while we still have some supporting parties out here, the returning officer says the process closed here at 6 p.m. But we noticed one absent, the COI candidate, Jillian Bartlett. We stopped by her tent several times and was told by members she was not there while the time we wanted an interview. However, this advance poll is something that we will continue to closely watch. Live here from the Belinda M. Wilson Center, I'm Jolanda Thompson-Everest. Back to you.
Thanks so much, Yolanda. I know it has been a long day. Great reporting. Well, the race for Central Grand Bahama is officially underway as residents made their way to the City of Life Convention Center to cast their ballots in the advanced polling exercise. Shane Stubbs has all the happenings from that station.
Residents lining up at the City of Life Convention Center since early Thursday morning, all eager to cast their ballots ahead of the May 12th general election. Now, there was a visible mix of party supporters dressed in colors and paraphernalia, as well as others not giving a clear indication of where their vote is going to.
Change ain't coming, change is here because you are here, and the change is in you.
Supporters chanting while towing a line to mark their X next to their desired candidate. Some even raving about the easy process.
I didn't have to wait long, went inside, gave them my ID.
So it didn't take a while. I spent about maybe 15 minutes max.
Other voters sharing a difference of opinion, but with humble suggestions for officials to consider ahead of the general election.
I think some of the elderly delayed it a little bit, but we went right in and the process is good.
There was a lady in front of me that was there from early and had to get to work and was getting frustrated. So maybe for the general voting of later today, have a separate line for persons with handicap.
While the reviews were mixed, returning officer Keldra Seald says this is the part of the reason advanced polling was created, to give seniors and the disabled ease of access to cast their vote. Nevertheless, he expects a smoother process during the general election.
When a person comes to advanced poll, you would expect to see a lot of senior citizens and handicapped persons. This is basically their day, you know, so you have to be patient with them, because one day we'll be there too.
The trio of candidates vying to represent the area also showing their faces at the polling station. Incumbent Iram Lewis calling for unity among all Bahamians during this political season. He adds that despite the outcome on May 12th, his desire is to continue the work he's begun. Meanwhile, Progressive Liberal Party candidate Park O'Deal and Free National Movement candidate Fraser Gibson say the support was strongly felt throughout the day and could serve as an early indicator for what's to come on May 12th.
I would like to have the opportunity to continue the work. There are some infrastructural work that is still ongoing.
We see progress in the past 5 years, and we're preparing for more progress in the next 5 years.
I feel good because most of the persons that come, I know them very well. I want to thank the people who came out today, and I look forward to May 12th.
As the general election draws near, there's one reminder: shirts, colors, and banners don't vote. People do. And that's the final message Pastor Kermit Saunders gave to the general public.
Vote your conscience, vote your conviction, and then let's see what the Lord will do at the end of this.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Shane Stubbs.
And still to come.
We'll show you how the voting process unfolded in West and East Grand Bahama. Stay tuned to that story when we come back.
Step into a life of luxury and convenience with the Commonwealth Bank Platinum Card. From earning premium cashback rewards on every dollar spent to enjoying comprehensive travel insurance, shop with confidence, knowing your purchases are protected. Our Platinum Concierge service turns your requests into reality, wherever life takes you. Let the Commonwealth Bank Platinum Card be your passport to exceptional experiences. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
Come on down and see what Dolly Madison has in store for you. Renovate and rejuvenate at Dolly Madison.
Kingsley Smith Jr., candidate for West Grand Bahama, is reminding you to exercise your right to vote on May 12th. Make your voice count at the polls. It's still one love. Choose progress. Paid for by the Progressive Liberal Party.
Save more drugs. We got you. From cosmetics to prosthetics, what you need for your family, the brands you're looking for, the quality you expect, the prices you need and deserve. Feel the love. Save more at Save More Drugs.
You're invited to the Spring Revival at the Seventh-day Adventist Church on Gambia Drive on May 2nd through the 16th at 7:15 p.m. nightly. Come and hear Dr. Henry R. Monker speak hope to our community and a world in chaos.
KMW Battery and Tires has great deals on quality motor oils, starting as low as $5.50. Keep your engine running right for less. Call 351-2595 or visit today for service you can trust. Third Dimension celebrates Mom with a Mother's Day sale. Get 20% off housewares, lawn and garden, plus up to 35% off select tiles in store. Friday, May 1st and Saturday, May 2nd. Shop and save for Mom today. Use code Mother's Day to save online at thirddimension242.com. Give the gift of life at the Blood Drive this Saturday, May 2nd from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Happening at the Collab Unit, Ministry for Grand Bahama, Harold de Gregory Complex. One donation can save lives. Be there. Parco Deal, candidate for Central Grand Bahama, is reminding you to exercise your right to vote on May 12th. Make your voice count at the polls. Seal the deal with Parco Deal. Choose progress. Paid for by the Progressive Liberal Party.
When your body craves the water it needs, be sure to give it the best. Aroac Springs.
Mother's Day is right around the corner, and if you're thinking about what to get her this year, make it something that lasts. At Connect Bahamas, we transform everyday spaces into something that's truly special. From custom cabinets and elegant countertops to tiles, premium flooring, windows, and doors. And just in time for Mother's Day, Connect Bahamas is back with our 35% off Mother's Day sale happening April 16th through May 16th. This is your moment to upgrade her home. Visit us today and take advantage of the savings.
The F&M can't agree on anything except attacking everything started by the PLP. Now he's calling for a reset, but it's stop, review, and cancel again. New airports, school breakfast, upskill, the National Youth Guard, energy reforms. This crew would roll back progress. The FNM, not strong enough to lead us forward, but petty enough to drag us back.
Your number one team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
Welcome back. Well, down in West Grand Bahama, residents braved the long lines and the blazing heat to mark their ex in the advanced poll. While voting was relatively smooth, police did remove one man who they say was crossing their boundary lines. 3 candidates are vying for the seat ahead of this general election. Our Charlie Jones is live.
Well, good evening, Ramiko. Yes, long lines and blazing heat did plague voters at the West Grand Bahama polling station earlier today. However, residents say the process remained orderly and efficient throughout.
Finish.
But there was one incident where a man who was not voting had to be escorted off the line.
The officer came and take somebody from the back of the line and let him go inside to vote. The officer don't have that right. And so that was my discrepancy this morning with the officer.
But despite this incident, strong voter turnout was evident and many residents took advantage of the opportunity to vote in advance. While a few individuals wore party paraphernalia, the majority of voters arrived without visible affiliation, keeping the focus on participation.
I think it's very important that everybody exercise their democratic right to vote because when you don't vote, you have no say.
I feel honored to come and exercise my right.
Today is exciting. It feels good to be able to cast my vote for the PLP and for Mr. Kingsley Smith, who is definitely my childhood friend, my co-worker, former at BTC, my family, and now my political colleague.
These residents also weighing in on today's electoral process.
The process went pretty smooth. It was a little wait time, but everything went pretty smooth. Once you get inside, you get in and you get out.
So far, it was a little step back because you get a register. Yesterday, they gave me what I need because there's one poll, one. But when I came here this morning, they switched it and gave 2.
But for the candidates, they all are hopeful that come May 12th, their names will be in the winning column.
I marked my X. My vote will count. This morning was a smooth process. We have a good amount of people that is showing up at the polls today. We feel good based on our supporters and our voters that is out this morning.
The people are out in full force here in West Grand Bahama, and they're moving in droves towards the FNM's movement of change. May 12th is really going to tell the tale. This is the start of the end for the Progressive Liberal Party, and we're confident that on May 12th, Omar Isaacs. All you're going to hear is Isaacs, Isaacs, Isaacs.
So far I see, and so far it's good. You know what I mean? Silence killer. But like I say, never broken, always strong. Tony Stubbs Aubrey for Collegian of Independence, West Grand Bahama.
Now, West Grand Bahama last saw a by-election in 2023, and since then, boundary changes have redrawn the map. With 3 candidates in the race, May 12th will test that grip. Live in West Grand Bahama, I'm Charlia Jones. Back to you in studio.
Thanks so much, Charlia. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Stay with us. There's more after this break.
Journey to a serene oasis. Relax. Rejuvenate. Renew. Welcome to Renew Day Spa. For appointments, call 352-RENU.
Hi, I want to put some shoes on your feet.
Hi, I want to put some shoes on your feet.
I still want to put shoes on your feet.
I want to put some shoes on your feet.
And I still want to put shoes on your feet.
We still want to put shoes on your feet.
2 locations to put shoes on your feet. Downtown Freeport, and now our newest location in the Carmichael City Shopping Plaza, right behind the Walk-Up Wendy's, Carmichael Road West.
Ginger Moxie, candidate for Pine Ridge, is reminding you to exercise your right to vote on May 12th. Make your voice count at the polls. Ginger for the people, choose progress. Paid for by the Progressive Liberal Party.
Give the gift of life at the blood drive this Saturday, May 2nd from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Happening at the Collab Unit, Ministry for Grand Bahama, Harold de Gregory Complex. 1 donation can save lives. Be there.
Eddie Wan, candidate for Marco City, is reminding you to exercise your right to vote. On May 12th, make your voice count. Ready with Eddie. Choose progress. Paid for by the Progressive Liberal Party.
Save more drugs, from cosmetics to prosthetics. What you need for your family, the brands you're looking for, the quality you expect, vitamins you need, and prescriptions you came for. Feel the love. Save more at Save More Drugs.
The world is changing. It's bringing new challenges, but also new opportunities. The truth is, our economy always left too many Bahamians out. Now we're opening new doors in agriculture, tourism, energy, entrepreneurship, providing grants, scholarships, national service, and upskilling. A new generation is rising, and we're finally moving in the right direction, building an economy that includes everyone.
I think you know the rest of the song. We are celebrating something special. Mothers. Our mothers are to be celebrated. So the Bahama Brass Band, along with the legendary Cooling Waters, are coming together for a celebration of a lifetime. It's Mother's Day Concert 2026. Come and join the Bahama Brass Band and the legendary Cooling Waters on Saturday, May 9th at Jubilee Cathedral, 6 p.m. 2026, under the patronage of the Minister for Grand Bahama and Member of Parliament for Pine Ridge, Miss Ginger Moxie. Saturday, May 9th, 6 p.m. at Jubilee Cathedral. I want to see you there.
Your number one team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
Welcome back. As we turn our attention to East Grand Bahama, the constituency with the largest voter turnout, our Matthew Martinborough was on the grounds and got a first-hand look at how the constituency is shaping out to be ahead of the next general election.
Over 1,100 East Grand Bahama constituency voters coming to the Eric L. Sam Center to cast their advance poll votes, some of them being here just as early as 8 a.m. We spoke with some of the contending candidates who are here just as early and looking to contest the seat in the upcoming general election. And they say they're very pleased with the large voter turnouts.
Progress, not regress. Progress, not regress.
We were pleased that we saw so many of our supporters who came out, and we saw so many folks who came out in no colors. So again, that speaks to a message I believe that folks are saying as well.
It really shows that the Bahamian people, the democracy is still alive in the Bahamas.
I'm thrilled about the turnout, very pleased and very confident. My voters are here, supporters are here, and I feel great about the turnout.
And for the voters themselves, whether they're supporting the party of their choice boldly or simply coming to the polls sporting their everyday usual attire. After exiting the polls with their ink thumbs up, they say the voting process itself was smooth and seamless, for the most part.
I got to like 8:45 a.m. and I got in the station 11:45 a.m., which is 3 hours. But once I got in, the process was very straightforward.
Once I got on the inside, the process was smooth, but on the outside was chaotic. It's too long. I mean, you're talking almost 4 hours standing up in the sun. I saw that they did try to make some changes, brought a tent probably around 12:30, 1 o'clock.
It was very organized. The lines were very, very long. I was very surprised at that for advance poll, but it went very well. Organized, yeah.
It was fine. It was a little slow, which is understandable because they're allowing all the elderly and the disabled in at the same time.
I think it was very smooth.
Even with us at our old age, we still had to wait like almost an hour before we were able to get into the room to cast our vote. So I thank God for being 84 years old.
Now, with just 12 days away from the general election, the advice from voters to other voters is preparation. Ensure that you have the proper documents to vote and prepare for a waiting line at your respective polling stations.
Davis was on the ground in Grand Bahama late this evening. The nation's leader visiting all 5 polling stations across the island, greeting voters, encouraging turnout and sharing meaningful moments ahead of the upcoming general election. Meanwhile, candidates across Grand Bahama confirming that despite some long wait times at various polling locations, today's process was largely smooth and orderly. Voters turned out in strong numbers, signaling high interest and engagement as the country moves closer to Decision Day. And that is going to do it for us here in the North. I'm Ramiko Knowles. Thank you so much for tuning in. Here's a live look at the Bahamas tonight, coming your way next.
Good morning, Pratt. The candidate for East Grand Bahama is reminding you to exercise your right to vote on May 12th. Make your voice count at the polls. The prescription for progress. Choose progress. Paid for by the Progressive Liberal Party.
Dr. Pratt.
At Save More Drugs, we got you. We got what you want. We got what you need. We got what you came for. The quality you expect. The prices you need and deserve. Save more at Save More Drugs.
The F&M can't agree on anything except attacking everything started by the PLP. Now he's calling for a reset, but it's stop, review, and cancel again. New airports, school breakfast, upskill, the National Youth Guard, energy reforms. This crew would roll back progress. The FNM, not strong enough to lead us forward, but petty enough to drag us back.
Modivas is your one-stop women's fashion convenience store, where we are stocked from floor to ceiling with the latest fashion trends. Whatever you'll need to step out in style, you'll find it here at Modivas. We will dress you from head to toe with women clothing, shoes, hats, handbags, accessories, underwear, beauty supplies, scented body oils, curling irons, and so much more. Our store hours are Monday to Thursday, 8:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m., Fridays and Saturdays, 8:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. And yes, we are open on Sundays from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Our landline is 688-8622, and you can reach us on WhatsApp at 375-4665. Add us to WhatsApp, send us a hello, and then we will add you, and you will be on top of all the new arrivals and specials.
Hey there, welcome back to Health Bites. If you're over 50 and you're trying to live to 100 plus, you need these 4 supplements. Beet powder is great for energy and endurance, great for blood flow, and it's even great for your immune system. Turmeric is great to help reduce joint pain. It helps improve brain health, and it also helps to reduce inflammation. Omega-3s also help with brain health, heart health, and they can even help to improve your cholesterol. Flaxseed oil helps to boost immunity, helps to lower blood pressure, blood sugar, and it helps with overall health and wellness. If you're interested in any of the products in this video, or you just want some more information, stop by your nearest Fitness Connection location or shop online at shopfitnessconnection.com.
Your number 1 team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
Look at that, it was so nice. I get to close out twice. From all of us here in the North, and Ramiko Knowles, the Bahamas Tonight continues.
Put my foolish pride aside in acknowledgement of your goodness. Everything is the Lord's and the earth in its fullness.
It's MADIO Mario, and I'm inviting you to tune into Entertainment Fridays on the Bahamas Tonight. Access now at 7:30 p.m. You miss it, you diss it.
To fall, but was caught before I fell. Was so hard-headed, too stubborn to ask for help.
That's the Bahamas Tonight. Access now, weekdays, 7:30 p.m. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
Coming up in the Bahamas tonight, chaos, confusion, and complaints marring today's advance poll as tensions run high. Plus, North Andros and Long Island hear from the Prime Minister and the leader of the opposition last night during opposing rallies. And the Bahamas welcomes the safe return of a Bahamian locked up abroad. The Bahamas Tonight, the National Report, starts now. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the broadcast. The ballot box is sealed and now being secured following a full day of voting ahead of the May 12th general election. Our Leah Cooper is posted just outside the police headquarters on East Street. Leah, what can you tell us?
Good evening, McCushla. A pretty hectic day at the polling stations. We understand that some 20,000 plus individuals were registered to vote in today's advanced polling, and we've seen the footage. We've seen those people on long lines waiting for hours, all in an effort to secure their vote ahead of May 12th. Now, as of 6 o'clock, the polling stations would have closed, but of course, if you're still on the line, you're still able to cast your vote. From the closure of those polls, the ballots will then be transported here at the police headquarters, and this is pretty standard procedure. It's done to secure the integrity of our elections and also safeguard those ballots ahead of the big day. Tonight, we're joined by Assistant Commissioner of Police, Zhivago Dames. How are you tonight, sir?
I'm great, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, and we've seen all of the social media videos. It was a pretty hectic day, but give us some insight what it was like from you and your team.
For the police, for the most part, we adequately man the advanced polling divisions. We had sufficient officers at all of our locations to police the advanced poll areas. While there was some concerns as it relates basically to crowding some of the polling divisions. But for the police duty themselves, we would have carried out our duties effectively at the polling divisions. We got no major reports at all from any of the polling divisions of any incidents that might have occurred. And so from the police perspective, I can safely say at this juncture that all has gone well from a police perspective.
All right, that's good to hear. So from the polls close, I know that some people still may be on the lines waiting to cast their vote, but from the closure of those polls, walk us through the process from the polling station here to the police headquarters.
Okay, so once the polls are closed and they are ready to be escorted to police headquarters, they will be escorted to police headquarters under heavy police escort. So they will be loaded onto a bus along with the returning officer and representatives from each of the parties. Again, as I've said, we have heavy escort, armed escort, from each of the routes here to headquarters. Once they would arrive here at headquarters, we have a secure location where they will be stored. At that location, the police has access through one of the keys, and the parliamentary department have access through one of the keys. And so, again, at that location, no one person is able to access that storage facility without the other. And so, again, I think the Bahamian people can be assured that once those ballots are ready to leave their location, they will be escorted to police headquarters under heavy police escort and stored at a safe location here at police headquarters.
Well, there you have it. Thank you so much, ACP Dames. We are waiting now for the ballots to be transported from those polling stations here to the police headquarters. It's a few short days until the next general election on May 12th. Until then, those ballots will be safe and secure right here. I'm Leah Cooper, sending it back to you, Makushla.
Well, thanks, Leah. Now, voters turned out early, and they turned out strong to cast their votes. We have team coverage of today's advanced poll. We begin in Southwest New Providence, where our Desmond Saunders spoke with a number of constituents, candidates, and a former prime minister.
Well, I'm Desmond Saunders, coming to you from the Galvantines Primary School, where there's been a steady growing stream of voters since the polls opened at 8 a.m. Now, the Galvantines Primary School is serving constituents in the St. James, Killarney, and Tall Pines areas. I can say the process has been smooth and efficient, but there were other pressing concerns.
The payments not properly set up because they're not accommodating the wheelchair people at all.
It went well. Lots of people out and anxious to vote, and that's good.
Early indications point to a strong voter turnout with immigration, the national debt, and the country's national sovereignty, top issues on the minds of voters.
Sovereignty. That's my top issue.
Immigration, honesty, fairness, and for everybody to get a fair shake.
I'm always concerned as to the numbers. You know, how much money we've borrowed, how much money we need to borrow, what's the need for potential new infrastructure.
Early in the day, the nation's leader, Prime Minister, the Honorable Philip Davis, also voted in today's advanced poll. He was flanked by supporters. Meantime, Killarney, St. James, and Tall Pines candidates projecting confidence, saying their campaigns are connecting and gaining ground.
You know what? I'm very confident that our message is resonating.
Most of the plan is really derived from what we've heard from them, what they want, what they hope to see.
The results are looking very, very favorable. So we are confident that we would win.
I think that the level of unnecessary contention that has been levied today by operatives of other parties has been disappointing.
A controversial call involving a visually impaired voter at Governtine's, raising concerns about how the process was handled.
The presiding officer made a decision, which is final, and our legal team made sure to support them with the decision that was made.
Over at Anatole Rogers, another surge. Voters from Golden Isles and Southern Shores turning out in large numbers. Lines slow at times, but priority given to the elderly and disabled.
I was a little bit surprised that so many people vote in the advance poll.
I'm confident that I will come out victorious. I have worked.
I feel very confident. We've done the work.
I'm very confident in the numbers I'm seeing thus far.
I've done the work. The people in Golden Isles know Brian Brown.
Strong early turnout, signaling high engagement as voters make their voices heard ahead of the May 12th general election. Cleopatra Murphy joins us more with an update from her vantage point.
Disorganization and long lines led to hours-long waits for residents hoping to cast their ballots at the C.B. Bethel Senior High School Thursday morning.
It is chaotic. No organization, wait time. It's like totally unnecessary because I feel that for seniors, there should be a clear line. For disabled persons, there should be a clear line. And for the general public, there should be signs. There should be an orderly queue to come into this place.
Shermaine Kelly had been in line more than 2 hours, one of hundreds waiting in line, frustrated with the process. Free National Movement Chairman Dr. Dwayne Sands, the party's candidate for Bamboo, calls it disastrous.
Bamboo Town has some 1,200 people on the advance poll, but they got one room. So imagine how long people have to wait in order to vote. So some people suck their teeth and go home, okay? So piss poor planning leads to bad performance. And this is piss poor planning.
That frustration extended all around, with PLP candidate for Pinewood Miles Laroda adding that his own constituency had one polling room, with voters lamenting the slow-moving lines.
There have been some challenges of potential voters, which is the right of any party if they feel that somebody's not entitled. But other than that, you know, this is democracy, and sometimes these things happen.
Returning Officer LaShanta Fowler says the Parliamentary Registration Department had decided on polling divisions beforehand, but by the time they received the register, there were additional names, and with one polling station allotted for Bamboo and Pinewood, it led to the long lines. Add to that, she says the advance poll register expanded to include poll workers and others who wanted to vote early. The lines are moving, sometimes two elderly persons to one, and sometimes when we see there's a little lull with the elderly and the incapacitated, we'll take one of them and two of the other persons on the normal line. Overall coordinating returning officer Marco Roll also noted the marked increase in seniors, many wheelchair-bound, contributing to the long wait. Another issue was the absence of some names on the advance poll, something the department moved to address.
Some of them would have received their receipt, but their names might not have made the register for the advance poll, which is unfortunate. But if that voter has in his or her possession the receipt, the DL form, and their name can be found on the permanent register, then the instruction is for them to be allowed to vote.
Roll says all party agents agreed rather than deny voters. He adds that officials do intend to learn from the situation to have a smoother process on May 12th. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Cleopatra Murphy.
Well, voting in the advance poll got off to a slow start at the Kendall G.L. Isaacs Gymnasium Thursday morning after a locked door led to long, slow-moving lines, with voters having to use the same door to enter and to exit. The incumbent for Garden Hills and Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture, the Honorable Mario Bolag, addressed the issue. Coalition of Independents candidate for Engliston, Faith Percenti, also highlighted challenges, noting that she had been told the register she was given was incorrect, suggesting people should not vote in the advanced poll.
One door being open at this facility is causing a frustration and a bottleneck, right? Just request the OC in charge to have the other doors open so they can have a smoother flow. And then you have the elderlies and those who are disabled on the same line. That shouldn't happen, and we need to try and rectify that right now.
It's my view that no one should vote in the advance polls. It is my view that at the advance polls is the easiest way for things to take place that we don't want to happen. And so I encourage persons to vote at the general election, simply because when you vote on that day, your vote is counted on that day.
Meantime, the Free National Movement candidate for Garden Hills, Rick Fox, says he was happy with the voter turnout at the advance poll, but then there was that argument that nearly turned physical with an individual from the Progressive Liberal Party.
Individual that was being belligerent and swearing and threatening people's lives, threatened my campaign manager's life, threatened my life, was charged. The police officers pulled him away. So that context is not in that video. But I will tell you, some people are used to this time of year being bullies. And we're not standing for that. We're not standing for that. And if you're going to swear and threaten people's lives and say you're going to your car to get something, then I'm going to react.
Now, over in the east, a distressing scene at Thelma Gibson Primary School where several elderly voters were overcome by heat and exhaustion while waiting to cast their ballots in today's advanced poll. LaDawn Davis has that angle.
The atmosphere at the Yamacraw polling station took a disturbing turn today as an elderly man who had been waiting in scorching heat and lengthy lines since 6 a.m. for the advanced poll collapsed before he could cast his ballot at the Thelma Gibson Primary School. The incident sparked immediate concern as 3 other elderly women also reportedly fell ill under similar conditions. Former Yamacraw Member of Parliament Ellsworth Johnson is urging authorities to take urgent action to protect vulnerable voters.
This process is supposed to be smooth because you have invited the elderly, persons who are differently able, persons who have different health challenges, members from the security forces to come and participate in this process. And what I saw here this morning, not my words, but persons who are on the line, they cannot believe that a country of our significance and prominence would organize something like this.
A few elderly and disabled persons we spoke to say more facilities must be put in place to ensure a smoother voting process.
It's frustrating for the mere fact that they should have more classrooms open to accommodate the disabled person. Everybody is congregated up together, and it's not making any sense.
Somebody should have been thinking about the 20,000 persons who were eligible for the advance poll, and they should have made provision as if it was a regular day. That hasn't been done.
We've been here from 10 o'clock this morning. My husband just left. He has not been able to vote because they keep moving people in front, taking people from this side, taking people from that side. And this is unacceptable, that you have to be here for 4 or 5 hours.
PLP candidate Zane Lightbourne says a special report will be prepared and submitted to the Parliamentary Registration Department to prevent a reoccurrence of today's incidents ahead of the May 12th general election.
The entire process we just would have to look at and revisit, particularly disabled and elderly persons, and the time it takes for them to vote. Of course, we didn't anticipate that the space would have been this congested, but with the increased number of voters this year, especially in the advance poll, we're going to ask that all of these checks be made before May 12th because we don't want people to be discouraged, have to leave, come back.
Now all the elderly individuals received prompt medical attention, and officials say they are working to iron out any issues ahead of Election Day. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm LaDawn Davis.
Coming up, former PMs speak on voter integrity ahead of the general election. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight. The National Report. There's more news in a moment.
Step into a life of luxury and convenience with the Commonwealth Bank Platinum Card. From earning premium cashback rewards on every dollar spent to enjoying comprehensive travel insurance, shop with confidence, knowing your purchases are protected. Our Platinum Concierge service turns your requests into reality, wherever life takes you. Let the Commonwealth Bank Platinum Card be your passport to exceptional experiences. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
That crispy onions crunch, take a bite, it's a smile. Sweet onion sauce drip, happy running down my side. Pepper jack cheese, bring a little playful wow. Brioche bun soft like a cloud on this ride. Oh, let's get chicky with it. Hey, taste the sweet side of things. Every single bite, so litty. Got my whole crew doing their thing. Crispy onions, sweet onion sauce. Pepper jack cheese, going off. Brioche bun, sitting pretty. Let's get
KFC, it's finger licking good.
Like, where you grabbing all these pizzas, boy?
Wait, Marcos, wait. We have a special on all the large one topping pizzas, wait.
Pineapple.
All.
Barbecue.
All. Hey, VAT included, boy.
I need the $10 special place. How many would you like? 20 in it. Thank you so much, man. $10, that's it? The Marcos got that deal, boy.
The F&M can't agree on anything except attacking everything started by the PLP. Now he's calling for a reset, but it's stop, review, and cancel again. New airports, school breakfast, upskill, the National Youth Guard, energy reforms. This crew would roll back progress. The FNM, not strong enough to lead us forward, but barely enough to drag us back.
Throughout our lifetime, we must all make decisions. No matter how we choose, the right one just needs to be made. Like having J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers as your insurance partner. We've been serving the Bahamas for over 100 years. Whether you need home, motor, marine, or commercial insurance, make the right decision. Call 397-2100 or visit jsjohnson.com.
JS Johnson Insurance. Peace of mind.
You're looking at a shot there of the Willard Pattern Preschool on Augusta Street, and that shot courtesy of our drone pilot, Shane Gibson. Welcome back. Our advanced poll coverage continues tonight with Family Islanders here in New Providence turning out at a special polling center at the University of the Bahamas. As Amaya Moss tells us, for the most part, operations there ran smoothly.
The advanced polling at the University of the Bahamas drew voters from Maguana, Cat Island, Long Island, San Salvador, Exuma, and Ragged Island. Those casting their ballots describing it as more than a process, but a powerful expression of their democratic voice.
There have been some glitches, some hitches, but I believe we're smoothing it out the kinks. The process is smooth. In the Exuma poll, we had some issues, perhaps with training of some of the officers inside, but I think this is a good dry run.
Still, a clear message from the Deputy Prime Minister to get out and vote, underscoring that participation remains the cornerstone of democracy.
Our forefathers fought for us to have an independent country where we could select who our leaders are. I would say to everyone to come out and vote. Let your voice be heard. Exercise your right. There are people who have shed blood, sweat, and tears for this opportunity.
And for those Family Islanders, today's experience was not just about casting a vote, but about being seen, heard, and counted as the country stands on the cusp of a critical decision.
The reason I fly down because I'm working with Team Renika. That day I'm going to be busy, so I'm going to come in and do what I got to do now.
I want to be a part of this journey. I want to be a part of history and to make some success in Long Island.
And as the first ballot settles, the focus now moves on to the general elections, drawing even closer. Reporting for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Amaya Moss.
Well, thanks, Amaya. Now, the Free National Movement calling for officials from the Parliamentary Registration Department, meantime, to fix gaping shortfalls in Thursday's advanced poll voting exercise. Roughly 26,000 people were approved for early voting, but as reported by party candidates and its leadership during a post-voting Zoom call, mounting concerns have led to a formal request for enhancements ahead of May 12th. Here's party chairman Dr. Dwayne Sands and deputy leader of the party, Shannon Cartwright.
If you do the arithmetic, you have one room, 1,200 voters over the course of a voting day starting at 8 o'clock and going to 6 p.m. And if you say that it takes a minimum of 5 to 10 minutes or 5 minutes for a voter to go through, it is not possible to process 1,200 voters in the course of a 10-hour day. So why the Parliamentary Registration Department would set up a scenario that was destined to fail? It makes no sense.
One poll that is used for 1,285 voters. It is absolutely obscene And it truly betrays the trust of the Bahamian people in terms of what they expect in this democratic process. And so we will continue to push, because if this is supposed to be ostensibly a test run for the general election, the Bahamian people have serious concerns, as do we.
And speaking of push, the push and pull over the integrity of the May 12th general election continues amid increasing claims of voter fraud, typographical errors, and inconsistencies. Now, while authorities say they are moving aggressively to investigate and prosecute any illegal activity, former Prime Ministers Hubert Ingraham and Dr. Hubert Minnis, who voted in today's advance poll, are calling for public confidence and strong participation at the ballot box.
That's alarming. You know my view about stealing an election. People come out and vote, their names on the register, and the winner will be declared this evening. Not this evening today, but I mean on election day. But I am concerned about how large numbers of people, it appears, have got access to Bahamian passports, and other such documents, and that is a very concerning matter. I hope it's just incompetence as opposed to anything else.
You used to hear it on the Penland, you hear it on the Ingram, you hear it on the Minnis, you hear it on the Christie. At the end of the day, you will have irregularities in any ministry, right? You will have a few rotten apples, but that doesn't mean the entire bunch is, and the one or two irregularity, that's not sufficient to interfere with any electoral process.
Well, today's voting coming just hours after both major parties appealed for voters to show up and show out at the polls today. For the Progressive Liberal Party, it was a final push to North Androsians. In this report, our Altavis Munnings tells us of several agenda items the Prime Minister pitched to bolster the big yard.
Horns from a very long motorcade on Queens Highway rung through Nicholstown in North Andros Wednesday evening, signaling the start of the Progressive Liberal Party's Rally for Progress. And at the rally site, PLP supporters were in full campaign mode. The party's candidate for North Andros, Leonardo Lightbourne, outlined why he and the Progressive Liberal Party deserve a second term.
At the end of 2025, Andros welcomed 15,219 overall visitors, representing a 62.5% increase over 2019 and a 3.1% increase over 2024. Each year, the overall visitors numbers increase. Foreign airlifts arrivals at the end of 2025 was 14,176, a percentage increase to 54% compared to 2019.
PLP leader Prime Minister the Honourable Philip Davis boasted that he was so happy to return home to Andros. He acknowledged that the big yard has so much untapped potential that it's his government's mandate to ensure Androsians must be prepared for its success.
We're establishing a hydroponic farm right here so we can bring food prices down. That's progress. We're building 2 new major solar projects here to bring down the cost of energy. That's progress. And we are investing in the Bahamian people through online programs like Upskill, which you can enroll in right here from Andros and get certified in the careers of the future. That's progress. We must make more Bahamians not just working as guides or excursions, fishing trips and diving attractions, but they must also be owners of the log, of the ship, of the hotels that deal with flat fishing, the lodges. That's why we're investing in more business plans.
Prime Minister Davis assured Progressive Liberal Party supporters that the next great city in the Bahamas will rise from North Andros. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Altavis Munnings.
Meantime, the Free National Movement took its Fire Forward campaign to Long Island last night, criticizing the government over its spending practices and contract arrangements, while also raising concerns about the island's infrastructure, which they say remains a growing issue for residents. Lloyd Allen was there.
Wednesday, the Free National Movement Salt Pond Long Island rally kicking off with a significant crowd, highlighted by party leader Michael Pintard demanding from the government, where's the money?
Every year since he's been in power, the economy of the Bahamas allowed him and his administration to earn $1.5 billion every single year. But with no Dorian, no COVID, extra money, ask him where that money gone.
An account from Anya Constantakis, a mother who laments numerous failures in rural island healthcare in the absence of an emergency care network.
My son, Manoli Constantakis, was in a car crash with his cousin, my nephew, Mandy Constantakis, and his best friend, Trevon Roxbury, who both lost their lives on the scene. What Manoli needed was urgent care, working equipment, and a system ready to fight for him.
Long Island candidate Dr. Andre Rollins says beyond all the hype, Long Island remains F&M country.
We are one Long Island, and this island will not be divided at Thompson Bay like years gone by. Whether you live in the north or you live in the south, you are 100% Long Island.
And as this rally concludes with May 12th fast approaching, party officials say they're ready for the big day. Reporting from Salt Pond, Long Island, for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Lloyd Allen.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Folk Call Smart Pass, the smart way to pay at the pump.
Are you better off today? Brave Davis and his cronies are. Extravagant taxpayer-funded trips, a luxury car for Philip, and hundreds of millions in no-bid contracts for their allies. But for us, gas and groceries through the roof, VAT on bread basket items, healthcare broken and unaffordable, and illegal immigrants flooding our communities. While Brave Davis and his cronies keep getting ahead, we pay the price. Under the F&M, that changes, because their job is to work for you.
When bold flavor meets crispy perfection, something deliciously unexpected happens. Say hello to Wendy's new Italian chicken sandwich. Juicy chicken topped with Italian seasoned tomatoes, melty mozzarella, and a zesty mayo spread that'll have you saying, Bellissimo! It's the chicken you crave with a zesty twist you didn't see coming. Always imitated, never duplicated. Gotta be Wendy's.
Some home items don't get enough attention until the wrong one fails. Let's talk about ladders, tubs, and toilets. A good toilet isn't just about looks. It needs a strong build, smooth flush, and easy clean. These are built for daily use, and they're strong, modern, and reliable. Next, ladders. Whether you're fixing, cleaning, or working, your safety matters. It has a strong frame, a solid step, and proper grip. Whether you're fixing, painting, or working, your safety matters. A tub should feel solid, comfortable, and easy to clean, not thin and flimsy. These tubs are made to last and make your bathroom feel better the moment you step in. If you want strong toilets, ladders, and quality tubs, visit We Buy You Sell on Robinson Road. Send a WhatsApp to 636-8412 or shop online at wbusbahamas.com.
Near, far, where can I get 3 flavors in one pizza?
In here, at Little Caesars.
Ahoy! Then I'll take it for a great price.
It's not madness, it's Little Caesars.
Pizza. 3 flavors, 1 happy you for just $11 VAT inclusive. Now available at all 5 of our locations. Little Caesars Oaksfield, Carmichael Road, East Street Pineapple Plaza, Charles Saunders Highway, and 1 East Plaza. It's not madness, it's Little Caesars. Pizza.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station, open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
Also making news tonight, a Bahamian man incarcerated in Venezuela is now free following continued diplomatic attempts to release him. Leah Cooper has more.
After 4 years of being detained in Venezuela for an alleged drug trafficking investigation, Orrin Monroe finally stepped foot on Bahamian soil, embracing family members in a seemingly emotional moment. Monroe was first reported missing in July 2021 after departing the Bahamas aboard a private aircraft. At the time, the Royal Bahamas Police Force issued a missing person bulletin stating Monroe was last seen on July 24, 2021. Police later confirmed the aircraft, which had been reported stolen, crashed in Venezuela after leaving Abaco. Authorities in Venezuela subsequently informed Bahamian officials that Monroe and a Colombian national were in custody after seeking medical treatment for injuries sustained in the crash. Police said the two men were being questioned in connection with an alleged drug trafficking investigation. However, Bahamian authorities said at the time they could not confirm whether drugs were found on the aircraft. Accompanying Monroe's family at Jet Nassau was Foreign Affairs Minister, the Honorable Fred Mitchell.
The government extends its sincere appreciation for the coordinated diplomatic efforts undertaken over the course of several years, which contributed to and culminated in its successful resolution. This concerted effort was initiated by Honorable Philip Davis, who is the Prime Minister, who wrote a letter to the then President Nicolas Maduro, actually spoke to him several times, and now to the acting President Delcy Rodriguez, seeking a release on humanitarian grounds. According to the minister, Monroe was charged, but the matter never materialized in court. And that's the problem. So we kept saying, on humanitarian grounds, this has gone on long enough, and we think, he should return home. Monroe was previously employed by the now-defunct Sky Bahamas airline. A local daily at the time reported that the owner of the aircraft used said he reported the plane stolen and denied any involvement in the incident. Minister Mitchell goes on to outline what Monroe was up against fighting this case in court. There's a public decision in the courts that he was unable to provide a defense. And in the circumstances, they felt it was just better for him to return home. And we're happy that they came to that conclusion. But it was a judicial finding of their country. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Leah Cooper.
Well, amidst all that has been happening today, we'll turn to Royston and Marlena to turn the temperatures down. What's happening over there in Access Now?
What's happening today? The word for the day is confident. Across the political spectrum, all we've heard from every single candidate is I'm confident I'm going to win. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, so we shall see. And coming up, we've got Entertainment Friday starting early. We've got Desquay in the house telling us all about Teachers Appreciation Month and Teacher Fest, because Teacher Appreciation Month starts tomorrow. That's May.
It is Teachers Appreciation Week, Day, all that good stuff for teachers out there. But stay with us. The Bahamas Tonight, the National Report continues after this.
Oh, isn't that nice? Wait, you missed it? You haven't been on the website. Here's how TDC can help you. Whether you're turning your home into a vacation rental, pitching a business idea, or growing what you've already started, the TDC is here to help. Visit tdcbahamas.com for every conversation, event, grant, and opportunity happening near you. Tourism is all of our business, and the TDC is here to support yours.
The world is changing. It's bringing new challenges, but also new opportunities. The truth is, our economy always left too many Bahamians out. Now we're opening new doors in agriculture, tourism, energy, entrepreneurship, providing grants, scholarships, national service, and upskilling. A new generation is rising, and we're finally moving in the right direction, building an economy that includes everyone.
Tasha, what you saying? Girl, right here, rushing to cash JS Johnson. I gotta renew my insurance. Oh, I with JSJ too, but I don't wait in line. I just pay online. Stop it. How you do that?
Just email info@jsjohnson.com and say, sign me up for an online service center. They'll reach out and hook you up. You ain't never have to stand in line again.
Amen to that.
Save time. Pay online. Sign up for JS Johnson's online service center today.
Insurance, peace of mind. A household name carries a lot of approval. And when you're shopping for household, you need a household name. For 50 years, Bahamas Welding and Fire has been a household name in outdoor grills and kitchen appliances. Need to beautify that yard space for your grill? BWF has it covered. For the industrial worker, you can find a complete line of tools and safety equipment. For the welder of any level or budget, you can find the right machinery to power everything. There's no shortage on power with a wide array of generators, and safety is everyone's responsibility. Find everything needed to protect everyone on the worksite. Over 40,000 square feet of shopping space in a convenient location. Bahamas Welding and Fire. We're more than just our name. Located number 13 Wilton Street.
And that does it for the National Report, but stay close. The Bahamas Tonight continues with Access Now.
Are you better off today? Brave Davis and his cronies are. Extravagant taxpayer-funded trips, a luxury car for Philip, and hundreds of millions in no-bid contracts for their allies. But for us, gas and groceries through the roof, VAT on bread basket items, healthcare broken and unaffordable, and illegal immigrants flooding our communities. While Brave Davis and his cronies keep getting ahead, we pay the price. Under the F&M, that changes, because their job is to work for you.
Good to go. Keeping you in the know. Keeping you in the know. God, it's good enough to eat, then it's good to grow. It's good enough to eat, then it's good to grow.
It's no joke. It's the golden yoke. Promises made, promises delivered. Doing this for you, Bahamas.
The Golden Yoke project has officially reached a major milestone, with its first batch of locally produced eggs now hitting shelves. Now available at Super Value, Top of the Hill, Marquis Street, Golden Gates, and Cable Beach. The milestone was marked by Minister of Agriculture and Marine Resources Honorable Jumro Campbell, alongside BAIC Chairman Honorable Darren Pickstock and General Manager Troy Sampson. In a symbolic moment, Minister Jumro Campbell and Chairman Darren Pickstock personally packed the first carton of eggs at the Marquis Street location, signaling the project's transition from vision to execution and putting Bahamian-grown products directly into the hands of consumers. This project isn't just about producing eggs. It's about empowering local farmers and creating a self-sustaining egg industry in the Bahamas. Chairman Darren Pickstock reflects on how monumental this moment is.
You know, this has been a day that we wanted to come for a very long time, but it's here. Where we putting the first set of Golden Yoke eggs right here in Super Value, and laid right here in the Bahamas. Right? And these would be going throughout various supermarkets within the Bahamas and on the Family Island. And so you can get your eggs, fresh eggs, right here in the Bahamas in Super Value.
Keeping you in the know with Good to Grow, I'm Keith Bryan Jr.
It's advanced polling day, and we've got the lighter side, the highlights, the heartfelt moments, and the downright comical ones.
Also, the Red Cross expands its arms across the Bahamas. Stay close for that.
And of course, your Access Now Total Sports is straight ahead.
Bahamas Tonight Access Now starts now.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Royston Jones.
And I'm Marlena Leonard. Welcome to the Bahamas Tonight Access Now.
Welcome indeed. Now, advanced polling has closed across the country, with hundreds turning out to cast their votes. And for many, notwithstanding the high temperatures, the process was received with varied reviews, as we heard earlier.
That's right. But as we've seen, days like this can bring a mix of moments, from points of tension and a little more energy than expected, to others that show a different side, including candidates from opposing parties sharing a light human moment across the divide.
And that contrast really does tell the story. Different perspectives, different approaches, and of course, all part of our democratic process. But today's advanced poll also brought with it some tender, lighthearted, and downright funny moments as well.
Hi, Mr.
Listen, we go deep. We go to Bombay primary school.
Oh,
Even then, you got me doing this right now.
Like this one from former Prime Minister and independent Killarney candidate, Dr. Hubert Minnis.
Women today, oh my God, they need to have election more often. How you doing? You too? Anyhow, let me talk to the man.
And you may have seen this video from our colleagues over at Our News with the FNM's candidate for Fox Hill that had social media just in downright stitches.
Comment. I think my opponent has a sign fetish. I've never seen so many signs, so I'm going to write him a prescription for Xanax so that fetish can go away.
And former NBA star and FNM candidate for Garden Hills, Rick Fox, even making the front page of TMZ today after a video circulated of a high-tension moment with some progressive Liberal Party supporters.
And one to always speak her mind, PLP candidate for Bamboo Town, Patricia DeVoe, made it abundantly clear which side she's on today.
No, you're saying that. Everybody will stand here.
But you're the power broker.
Don't worry about that.
And these images of Killarney opponents, PLP candidate Robin Lyons and FNM candidate Michaela Barnett-Ellis, embracing, really speak to how we truly are one people despite our political differences.
That's such a good moment. And this one from PLP incumbent for Seabreeze, Leslie Miller-Bryce, and her father, veteran politician Leslie Miller, camping out at the Seabreeze Advanced Polling Station today.
Meanwhile, the Bahamas Red Cross Society proudly announcing the start of Red Cross Month, which kicks off tomorrow, May 1st. Officials from the local body say they're prepping to host a series of events, activities, and initiatives to mark the special month. Chief among them, their Family Island development strategy. Bahamas Red Cross Society President Edison Sumner says the idea is to reestablish branches on family islands where they once existed or create that presence for islands where there was none.
It is my ambition and the ambition of the Bahamas Red Cross Society that by the end of June this year, all of our family islands would be in line and online as now being revitalized and re-energized branches, right? We've already done this with 5 islands or so far, I think. We've got several islands left to go, and we have a very aggressive agenda to have this done by June.
Sumner says Red Cross presence on these islands significantly improves disaster response and community engagement. Red Cross Month will also host its 3rd annual Health and Fitness Fair happening on May 9th.
It's very important for us. It's important because it helps us in several ways. One, it assists us in raising funds for the Red Cross, and the funds that are raised from this event will be used to assist us in our disaster management strategies as we are now approaching another Atlantic hurricane season. It will also assist us in our various other programs of the Red Cross, including our social welfare programs and supporting our family island development programs.
World Red Cross Day is on May 8th, a day dedicated to honoring the principles of humanity, impartiality, neutrality, and voluntary service. And still to come.
Bahamian comedian, entertainer, and actor, as well as influencer, Das Quay, tell us all about Teacher Fest happening this weekend.
And of course, Diane Dorsett has your Access weather forecast, so stay close.
Solomon's, we don't just believe in great brands. We believe in creating unforgettable memories and celebrating everyday living with you and your family. Every aisle is filled with all you need. A great value with variety and a selection of all your favorite groceries and products. Saving you time and keeping you on a budget. Great food changes everything. Shop at your local Solomon's for food, for family, for you.
Foreign commercial banks have been closing across our islands.
For thousands of Bahamians, our country's post office savings banks are a lifeline, providing safe and secure banking. But Michael Pintard says,
we will abolish the bank through the post office system.
That's a risk Bahamians can't afford. That's why the Prime Minister is making post office savings banks stronger to protect Bahamian families and small businesses who rely on them.
It's the last day of April and it's time for your Access weather forecast. So let's see how our weather is shaping up over the next few days. Looking at our satellite picture, we see mostly clear skies across the country as high pressure is now firmly in control of our weather. But that's only for a few more days. By late Sunday, things begin to change with the arrival of a cold front. This will lead to increasing moisture and a higher chance of showers early next week. Now, over our waters in the northwest and the central Bahamas tonight, winds will be light and variable with 1 to 3 feet seas and a high tide at 8:05 this evening. Then in the southeast Bahamas tonight, winds will get easterly winds at 10 to 15 knots with seas at 2 to 4 feet. On Friday in the northwest Bahamas, southerly winds 10 to 15 knots, seas at 2 to 4 feet, a high tide at 8:20 in the morning, followed by a low tide at 2:24 in the afternoon. In the central Bahamas, southeast winds at 10 to 15 knots, seas at 2 to 4 feet. And finally, on Saturday in the northwest Bahamas, we'll get southeast to south winds picking up at 12 to 18 knots, seas at 3 to 6 feet, a high tide at 8:58 in the morning, followed by a low tide at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. In the central and southeast Bahamas on Saturday, winds southeast at 10 to 15 knots with seas at 2 to 4 feet. It is time now for your international temperatures brought to you by Royal Star Assurance.
Yes, I missed them too, but this is what I gotta do. So I'm up with the morning sun. I spend me 151, 2 red and then 1 gray. This gonna be a good day. Couple formations and prayer. Gotta get them on my spare. 3 months fish right like gems. Gotta go with the pay for them. I pull up my fish traps. My boat loaded after that. More blessings all over me. So much
International temperatures brought to you by Royal Star Assurance. And that wraps up your Access weather forecast. But join me again at 11 for a full weather update. Have a great evening, everyone.
As always, thanks so much, Diane. Now, May marks the start of Teachers Appreciation Month, and one local influencer is doing his part to make teachers feel loved. Dasquay was here today to tell us all about Teachers Fest.
Hey Bahamas, I am here at ZNS on Access Now to tell you all that May is here, and guess what? The focus is going to be on the teachers. It's all about Teacher Fest this weekend. I'm doing 2 days, 4 events for all teachers across the Bahamas, plenty dilly and even more dally. So I want y'all, if you know a teacher, love a teacher, just know that they could be outside this weekend. I doing a Zumba in the morning, Saturday morning. We have reggae night, Saturday night. They going singing at Carnival, a karaoke brunch, and then that night is their party. Imagine like a fun day, but for teachers. That's what it's all about, all right? Teacher Fest was an idea because a lot of teachers feel underappreciated, underpaid, overwhelmed. They work hard, they work around the clock. So I'm like, they need a break. So it's time to give them a break, but the support has been so overwhelming that I was able to make it into an entire weekend. We need teachers, we rely on teachers. Teachers are like second parents to us because they spend more time with your child sometimes than you. And since they are raising the future of the nation, why not give them a break, let them have fun, and let them feel truly appreciated for Teachers Appreciation Month. Right now, as I calculate, we have approximately over 1,000 teachers right now already got their tickets for Teacher Fest, so it's spread even from the Family Islands. They wanted to jump on one plane and come this way and call out on Monday. I ain't talking. They can have fun, but all the schools, all teachers are excited for this. This is the first time it's been done on this scale for them, so they're truly interested and excited for what's to come for them. I don't have no teachers in my family, at least I don't think so, but I started here because I appreciated my teachers. My teachers really helped to groom who I was growing up, and then having teachers as friends, you hear the issues with them, the things they deal with, the things they go through, the stress they go through, and sometimes they question, is it worth it? Like, they fighting with your children every day. They fighting with their own children after that. They got to ahead in the book. They're marking, they're writing, they're doing tests. It's a lot. It's a lot for them. So it's a break that they need, and definitely I want to give that to them. It's open for as much teachers as possible who can come. Or over 1,000 tickets are sold, but if it's more teachers, if you're coming from the Family Island, if you're a private school, public school teacher, home school, Sunday school, want to teach. If you teach somebody how to cook in the kitchen, you could come. Want to teach? Teacher Fest is for you. Thank you, Access Now. Shout out to Access Now. And guess what? We have access to the greatest teachers in the world. So I got to make sure, show them some love and they have some fun, all right? Things to give away, plenty things to do. Shout out to all the teachers. We outside.
You gotta love him. Well, stay with us. Sports with Amajal Knowles is up right after this break.
Are you better off today? Brave Davis and his cronies are. Extravagant taxpayer-funded trips, a luxury car for Philip, and hundreds of millions in no-bid contracts for their allies. But for us, gas and groceries through the roof, fat on bread basket items, healthcare broken and unaffordable, and illegal immigrants flooding our communities. While Brave Davis and his cronies keep getting ahead, we pay the price. Under the F&M, that changes, because their job is to work for you.
Some burgers are simple. The Barbecue Crispy King, this one goes all in. Smoky barbecue sauce, crispy bacon, flame grilled beef, stacked high flavor in every bite. In Nassau, we don't do small, and we definitely don't do boring. And when morning hits, the Breakfast Barbecue Crispy King has that bam to start the day. Burger King Nassau, triple down on big flavor.
Hey, it's your honorary pump attendant back again with another episode on the do's and don'ts at the service station. Let's go. What you ain't gonna do is just pull up to any dispenser and put the nozzle inside your car without reading the signs. Because if you put the wrong fuel inside your car and the car mess up, you could be mad at us, all right? And then you have to walk or catch bus for about 3 to 18 months. What you're supposed to do is read the signs. We place signs all over the dispenser to tell you which fuel is which. Because you put the wrong one in the car, say bop, and you could be mad at us. You could be, oh, what happened to my car? No, it's you who ain't read. It say diesel, diesel, one word, diesel. You got up, and you mad at us. Read, that's all you have to do.
Introducing new Shiseido Ultimune Power Infusing Serum. Slow the skin aging cycle. Discover a potent formula that penetrates deep into the skin surface to promote rejuvenation. 95% saw improved radiance and texture with less visible wrinkles. Infused with 14 powerful amino acids distilled from Japanese camellia.
Freedom from age. Ultimune. Shiseido, Ginza, Tokyo.
Available at Lorix Duty Free, Bay and Parliament, Old Fort Bay, Marathon Mall and Palmdale.
Welcome to Thursday Sports Check, everyone. I'm Amajal Knowles, topping sports. The DSSA softball for girls and baseball for boys playoffs swing into action at the Blue Hill Sporting Complex on Wednesday afternoon, and play getting off to a fiery start with a lot of exciting games and ones that would go down to the wire. CB Bethel senior girls, they would secure the win over GHS, taking them down 11-5. And on the senior boys side, it would be the Stingrays again dominating CI Gibson with a score of 11-2. For the girls, they would move closer, securing a 4th straight title.
I feel real good about these girls because we practiced yesterday and we gone through some strategy because we want to use something differently against GHS. Apparently they beat us in the regular season 5-4. So right then I know I had a good opportunity to beat GHS.
I feel very proud of these boys. It's been a long season. We had to really battle these other teams, give our best effort, and just come up with an attitude of excellence.
On the junior boys side, it would be the HO Nash Lions taking down the CG's Raptors 10-3. HO again coming up victorious on the junior girls side, taking down Anatole Rogers 12-9.
We're feeling confident. The boys played pretty well today. Minimum errors, and we really swung our bats, and we got on base, and we scored today. So they played very well today. We're feeling confident.
The championship series will swing off tomorrow at the Blue Hill Sporting Complex. From the NBA playoffs, DeAndre Ayton posting 18 points, 17 rebounds, and 2 blocks in 38 minutes during Wednesday's 99-93 loss to Houston in Game 5 of the first round of the Western Conference playoffs. 17 boards were a series and season high for Ayton. It represented his best performance on the glass since February 13th when he ripped down 20 in a win against Portland. In the first round so far, Ayton is averaging 12 points and just under 10 boards. He looked to come up big again for LA in Game 6 on Friday.
Getting ready to do it again and be consistent ain't a problem for me right now. It's postseason, and there's really no slacking at all. And, just showing effort and showing up, for the playoffs. To me, it feels like going on. That's how every game feels. And I'm on a whole different mission as well. Not only winning games for the Lakers, but just trying to change the whole narrative of who I am. Just try to put this place on that I am. I love this game. And I am a two-way player.
The Bahamas Football Association recently hosting a women's football development workshop at the Malcolm Park Beach soccer facility, bringing together club leaders, coaches, and key stakeholders committed to advancing the women's game in the Bahamas. The workshop was facilitated by FIFA and high-performance specialist and talent development lead Margaret Kratz. Participants included several leading clubs along with parents and BFA officials as well. They hope to create a collaborative space for open dialogue and shared solutions. Equestrian Bahamas Youth Squad members Caitlin Russell and Kelsey Pyfrom delivering solid performances and top placings at the Grand Copa Equestrian event in Puerto Rico. Riding under the guidance of Coach Rayshawn Birch, the pair achieved 3 top 10 finishes. Russell and Pyfrom were among more than 80 riders from Puerto Rico, Guatemala, Costa Rica, Suriname, United States, and of course the Bahamas competing at the event. And that's been a look at your sports on this Thursday. I'm Amajal Knowles signing out until tomorrow.
Silver Blue. This is an exclusive plan designed to care and connect for the most vulnerable persons in our community. They will be persons with disabilities. There will be persons who are over 60 years of age and our Family Island customers who are 60 and over. To be a part of our Silver Blue membership, all you simply have to dial is the 225-5722. We will answer the phone, listen to your concern, we will act upon your concern, and then at the end of the day, we should have it to be resolved for you.
I would like to say that I am happy that BPC saw it fit to include their senior citizens in this program, because many times they're the ones left behind, especially when it comes to technology. And so we're happy that you included us, and we feel today appreciated. So I thank you for coming to Eleuthero, providing this program for us, and we look forward to a good relationship and good service from BTC. Thank you.